Hey everyone, I couldn't stream this live, but I recorded it just in case I wanted to upload it later, and obviously that turned out to be the case. So I'm playing my second round of the Moto League for the 7-point Highlander tournament. I'm playing Black Red Aggro, as you probably know if you call it my first match live, and I'm playing against Alex, who I think is playing Jund based on their name on the Discord. This hand seems fine. I'm going to play Harsh Mentor on turn 1 and hope that's good enough. 4 mana sources is a little frustrating, but you're not going to get better. I mean, what am I complaining about? I got a Mox Jet and a Harsh Mentor on turn 1. My opponent's Mulligan, which is always nice to see. So hopefully they... Hopefully they... I was going to say don't Thought Seize me, but looks like we dodged that bullet. So this hand, if they took the Harsh Mentor, this hand would be a little frustrating. Yeah, drawing the land sucks. That was also the wrong fetch land to play, I think. Because this can't get basic swamp, although I've got so many in my hand that it doesn't seem to really matter. So I hope my opponent has a fetch land into like a 2-mana blocker of some sort, like a Tarmogoyf or something, because then we can edict it away, get for 2, get the extra damage off the Mentor. So they had a fetch land, that's good. I'm just going to F6. My opponent definitely isn't going to think I have anything. So yeah, I think the way we lose this game is our opponent just kills our Harsh Mentor with the removal spell, and we don't draw any more creatures for a while. Black-red? Like Angrath's Rampage? Hopefully it's a Collective Brutality. They didn't escalate it. That's interesting. I would have escalated this. I think against the Black-red aggro deck, you should always drain them for 2 and make them and get to look at their hand and discard a card. Obviously, it's slightly contextual, but it's very, very good to do those things. So, a little annoying that we didn't draw a creature there, but it is what it is. Our hand was phenomenal. So we certainly couldn't mulligan it. Hopefully this is Cluthis, God of Destiny. That's very good for our opponent. This is currently not a creature, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is going to eat our firebolts, and is going to be worth like at least 8 life. I think winning this game is going to involve like Price of Progress. Oh yeah, we got a target. Yeah, I think we're going to have to draw Price of Progress to win this game. So they can go to 16 and then to 18. Oh, actually, I don't want to have them turn off auto yields. I instinctively F6'd. Yeah, there goes Firebolts. So they're at 18 life. They're going to take 4 from the Marauders back to 14. And then I fling it at them, get them to 10. Gets Verdict, it has them at 9. So if I draw 2 burn spells over 2 turns, they're sort of in a bit of a danger zone, but it's a bit worrying. I hope they try and level this thing up now. Yep. I mean, leveling it up is actually like a completely reasonable play, because it gets big enough to block the Marauders. Yeah, so they're at 14. They're going to take 8 and go to 6, and then gain life to 8, and we're going to have to hope to draw a couple of good spells. We're obviously going to draw a land, now that I've said that. Ooh, that was a good draw. Black, red, Spiky Boy. This is a good draw because it's the same as a burn spell, but it might get in again for an extra 3 points of damage. And this only has 1 counter left on it. Yep. Yeah, so they're at 5 and then at 7. Just thinking. I'm going to assume they have a creature in 3 cards or a removal spell. So I don't think this... Yeah, they train lined me. I wish. So yeah, I think it's unlikely the Spike Jester does get it again. But we have some reasonable draws to try and fight through Clothis. Price of Progress would be the best one. 1 time. Skull Clamp, huh? I think I actually should have just played the Swamp there. I think holding it's very low value. So yeah, like I think obviously we lost to Clothis this game, unless we draw exactly Price of Progress. But I think now it's a little out of reach. We had to hope to draw 2 very good burn spells in our 2 draw steps to get the 7 points in. Robber of the Rich. Alrighty. It gonna die. Fatal Push. Yep, that checks out. So they're back up to 9. They don't have a lot of cards, so if we were to draw a sticky creature, we might be able to get in for enough damage, but it would have to be something particularly good. Like Geralf's Messenger type card where it's dealing 4 damage with the triggers and Ramunap Excavator. Sure, that's not... Obviously he's going to deal us 2 damage a turn, but that's not that big a threat. Bayer. I guess we can give it... I guess there's no reason to concede because Price of Progress either wins or draws the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Price of Progress wins the game if we draw it this turn. And after that, it doesn't even kill them, which is a bit worrying. Discard 2. Right. Toxic Deluge. Yep. What's this? Yep. Okay, so we have to draw Price of Progress at this turn. Cool. Cool. 1 time. That's not my 1 time. So, I think we want these effects. If I can figure out how to get them out of here. Okay, they can go down here. I think we want the Blood Moons. Our opponent's going to try and play around them, but it didn't look they had like they had a lot of basics. Deathmark's a definite consideration. I want Sulfuric Vortex. I want Rampaging Ferocidon. I want Angrath's Rampage, I think. And if the game's... Yeah, if they're going to kill my things, I want my Planeswalkers. I'm going to cut my bad 1-drop, so goodbye Carnophage. Where's Sarcomancy? Goodbye Sarcomancy. Firebolt, I'm a little bit on the fence about. I think I can cut it, even though it's card advantage. Because if it's not killing a creature early, it's substantially worse. Oh man, I haven't played this deck in a while. Geth's Verdict I like. Searing Blazer is obviously a phenomenal card when it works, but what do they have that they're going to play early? Like, they've got Hex Drinker. I saw... They've presumably got Dark Confidant. I saw Raminap Excavator. If I saw Raminap Excavator, they could well be playing smaller creatures for value. I like Reckless Abandon less than... I mean, it looked good in that game, but I think they're going to try and kill my creatures quite aggressively. Necro... Ugh. It's hard to cut Necro against a mid-rangey deck like theirs. Yeah. Maybe I don't want Angrath's Rampage. Artifact creature or Planeswalker. I guess I want Croxer over. Yeah, like maybe Orcish Hellraiser. Alright, we'll see what it's like without the Planeswalkers. I haven't played against Jund in ages with this deck. Yes, I would like to play first. So this hand seems pretty good. We've got Skullclamp, we've got Magoose. Blackleaf Cliffs. Obviously, they thought they're going to take the Magoose, but I mean, you can't have it all. Ooh, that was a good draw step. It was the acceleration to cast Magoose, and it gives me black mana through the Blood Moon effect. So opponent has to have like exactly Lightning Bolt here. And they do. Oh, it must be nice. I don't know if I'm a little... Maybe I should have thought about it a little more and played the Scrounger. But I think they have to have, yeah, exactly Lightning Bolts. I guess Chain Lightning kind of also does it. But yeah, I think playing Magoose there is almost always the right play. Just him me? Yeah, that's pretty gross. I hope they hit Scrounger and Barbering. Yeah. Alright, well at least we can bring the Scrounger back. And put the Clamp on it. Black and 1. Put the Magoose in the Exile Zone. Clamp this. Play this. Say go. So, Kolaghan's Command would suck here. I'd lose my Skull Clamp and my Lightning Strike. But otherwise, they probably don't have a 5 toughness blocker. So Scrounger's going to get in or draw me 2 cards, both of which I'm okay with. This looks like something good. Toxic Deluge for X equals 1. Yeah, that's fine. Let's... I think I fetch... I was going to say let's see what I draw, but I think I fetch a response in case I draw the Badlands. Because then if I draw a 1-mana burn spell, I won't be able to cast it. Ooh. Ooh. Well, we're a burn deck now, I guess. Strip Mine. It's a little frustrating because If I strip mine the mountain, I leave them with green mana. But if I don't strip mine the mountain, I kind of tip my hand to Price of Progress, but I think that's somewhat inevitable. So Price is doing 4 damage right now, and Strike's doing 3, so they're at 10. If they have no pressure at the moment, so I can get probably another 2 damage out of Price if I don't hit the mountain. Oh, sorry, if I do hit the mountain, they'll probably play at least 1 more non-basic. So they're at 11, they're at 8. I have 2 draw steps. That could get there. Yeah. I think if they have other lands, they can get another green source. I don't think double green's relevant. I think just keeping them constricted on mana is more important. Blooming Marsh, yep. I guess I gave them the ability to put that back into play. Untapped Lightning, Liliana of the Veil. I think that's not that big a deal. Obviously, if they get to ultimate her, it's a very big deal. But for the time being, I think it's fine. Because I'm going to empty my hand pretty quickly and then just be playing the card I draw. So I'm just going to lightning strike their face. I'm going to hold the Price of Progress because I think I can get better out of it. Swamp. I guess I'm going to hold the swamp to pitch it to Lily. And bear in mind, like, Liliana ticking down doesn't really do much because I have Skull Clamp in play. So, yeah, drawing... Oh, that's good. That's 8 damage. Drawing a haste creature is pretty good because it's... Oh, my Skull Clamp. How rude. So whatever their last card is going to the graveyard, which suits me quite well. I'm just thinking how many cards are there in my deck that cost 3 mana. There's Lightning Skelemental, but if I draw Lightning Skelemental, I'll just kill Liliana. And there's Geralf's Messenger. I think I can wait another turn because so much of my deck costs 1 or 2. Searing Spear, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we're just going to hope they play a land before they tick up Lily, which is extremely likely if they draw one because they won't want to discard it. How good's that? Okay, so we're going to Price of Progress them. So it's going to deal them 9 points of damage total, because they will presumably get a basic swamp with this. Oh, basic forest, sure. And then we're going to Searing Spear them, and then we're going to hope we draw it. So we're going to 8, so we've got 3 turns total of them attacking with Treetop Village. If they draw a 2-mana creature next turn, that does cost us a draw step, but I'm feeling fairly good about this. We have so many cards in our deck that win on the spot. Like any haste creature, any burn spell. That is neither, but we will play it. Oh no, they're going to ultimate this. I shouldn't have played it. Oops. Yeah, that was a bad mistake. I had to keep that in hand in case I drew a burn spell, but I think it's actually fine. They can't take me off red mana because I got 3 red lands. Yep, smash for 3. I think ticking up Lily here is incredibly greedy because... Oh, wow. They're not going to ultimate. I think not ultimating Lily is also incredibly greedy. This doesn't make red mana, so now it's actually irrelevant. But yeah, I think once I've played the first red land, I should play the second one. Because this turn they have to ultimate Lily, surely. And I want to have 2 lands in play. Yep, you got a treetop village. So I assume I'm going to end up with like Moxjet Sulphurous Springs or something like that. Oh, they just... Okay. Blood-soaked champion. Huh. I can't block. Of course I can't block. And Scrounger can't block either, so there's no way to make this work. Alright, I guess we just pass the turn and see what happens. They'll probably tick Lily up. I guess I can try and bluff them by returning Scrounger. Each player discards a card, yep. That's interesting. Oh, okay. They want some Bloodbraid Elf into an Eternal Witness into a Lightning Bolt. We'll see if they know if it can't block. Why did I tap like that? It seems good no matter what. Yeah, obviously they can't Lightning Bolt me anymore, but they're just... I'm dead in so many ways here. They chose to get Lightning Bolt back. I hope they have the land to play to cast the Lightning Bolt after saying that. That would make me very happy. Ah, they figured it out. Alright, I wish my opponent good luck for the rest. Good luck for rounds 3 and 4. Yeah, this was fun. I look at the deck in a sec. I just want to see if my opponent says anything. I think we got fairly unlucky game 2. We had 3 draw steps where any burn spell or haste creature wins the game. And they had to have exactly Lightning Bolts on turn 1. Or I guess Chain Lightning on turn 2. Game 1 was a lot more interesting, although it didn't take terribly long for us to get run over. Look on turn 4. Okay, it seems like our opponent has already left the game. So where is it? Yeah, so I was wondering if I should have boarded differently. Like, there were maybe a couple of cards like Kelder Marauders I should have cut in order to bring in something, you know, like Duretti or Dismember even. I feel like I was really happy with how I played that. I don't think there are any huge mistakes I noticed. I don't think I could have mulliganed the hand game 1 that made a Hush Mentor on turn 1. I think this Jund is a little bit of a natural predator for this deck in the sense that it's, you know, 20% bigger than you, plays a lot of removal spells and a lot of creatures that clog up the board. The only weakness they have is that they really don't close the game out terribly quickly, and we failed to take advantage of that. I was just thinking maybe Spawn of Mayhem is a card that could potentially be cut, because yeah, it's big and intimidating, but on the draw it might be a little bit too slow. But otherwise, yep, I had a great time. Thanks for watching. And if you want to catch me, you can catch me on Twitch. I'm going to try and stream rounds 3 and 4. Just this one got rescheduled at the last minute. So thank you.